Okay, time. Gestalt theory emphasized that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, that instead of looking at each piece as an individual, we form meaningful relationships between the pieces to see a bigger picture. And I truly believe in this principle, where significant progress can be achieved through collective efforts. It is when we join forces and work together that we create an environment of trust, where we share knowledge, refine our skills, and most importantly, elevate cup quality to a higher level. So when I met Carlos Cadena, one of the most passionate producers in Mexico, and Kai Jansson, a renowned producer for bringing out the best in Panama, I knew that working together could push the boundaries of coffee quality. Today, you will experience how the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, as each of my courses represent different pieces coming together to see a bigger picture. How Carlos, Sky, and myself comes together as a true representation of how united efforts can lead to extraordinary results. I know, don't worry, I will explain this later. For now, there are three shapes to your right, one piece for each course that you will place on the boards in front of you as we progress, and I will guide you through as we go. I am serving you today two natural geishas. Carlos Geisha is remarkable sweet, smooth, and balanced, while Kai's Geisha offers these floral orange blossom and stone fruit notes. I chose these coffees because each have characteristics that complement each other, producing something extraordinary. However, I found a way to blend these coffees in layers. Each layer of coffee will be tamped to promote the cohesion of the particles. That's why I call it the double pack technique. Coffees are intentionally placed within the portafilter basket. The coffee that is placed on top will be extracted with fresh water, maximizing the extraction. This layer of coffee will reflect the sweetness and body in the cup. Then the coffee in the bottom will be extracted with the espresso from the upper layer. This espresso can only extract compounds that have a different molecular shape and style. This means that only new and unique flavor compounds are extracted from that bottom coffee, highlighting what makes this coffee so special. And the result is greater than by simply blending by alone. So judges, let's move on to your espressos. The first piece to your right is Kai Jansson. You're gonna take the pink shape and you're gonna place it here on your boards. This way. Thank you. In these labels. Thank you. Perfect. Now, through collaboration with my friend Ben Put, we further improved my technique. This new approach now involves multi-tamping, where tamping more than once can compress a pack up to 12%. This allows me to use smaller doses, increase extraction yield, and avoid channeling. My recipe is 15.5 grams in to 45 grams out, between 27 and 28 seconds, almost a ratio of 1 to 3. I am using 11 grams of Kai's Geisha in the bottom and 4.5 of Carlos coffee on top. With my double pack technique, you will experience the flavor and complexity of Kai's Geisha and the sweetness and body of Carlos coffee that will not be possible any other way. Now, judges, to your right, you also have some cards with the information of both of my techniques. And in the back, you can find all the tasting descriptors to follow along. For me, the geishas from Janssen's farms always preserve these beautiful varietal characteristics that is geisha famous for, which is why I chose this coffee. The farm is located at 1700 meters in the area of Volcan, Panama. And after picking the cherries, they were dried for 2 days on patios. and then receive 17 days of cold fermentation before being dried in a second stage, which involves a combination of guardiolas and raised beds. This precise processing gives my coffee a deep complexity. Judges, please flip the card to your right to find all the tasting notes. Your espressos are almost ready, but please do not drink them yet. I will give you first your tasting descriptors. Remember, do not drink yet. Now you will find peach, a strawberry, orange, sugar cane, or cane sugar, sorry, and orange blossom in the aftertaste. The body is medium weight and it has a silky texture with a smooth, lingering finish. Okay, judges, if you're ready, please go on and enjoy your espressos. Okay, shall we continue? Now, the next piece to your right, it is Carlos Cadena, and you're gonna place it here on your boards, this way. Thank you. Now, Carlos' passion for producing high-quality coffee has been instrumental to the Mexican specialty coffee industry. This passion drives him to continue improving quality year after year. Together with his father, they redesigned Finca Positos, where they planted new varietals like this geisha, at the highest part of the farm, at 1,500 meters in Ixhuacán de los Reyes, Veracruz. This geisha went through 62 hours of carbonic maceration and then was dried for 20 days on patios. This process was inspired by Kai's work on his farm and also give the sweetness that we taste in Carlos coffee before. Judges, let's move on to your milkers. For your tasting descriptors, you will find a strawberry milkshake, then milk chocolate and caramel, with a long caramel aftertaste. In order to get these flavors, I flipped the order of the coffees in a portafilter. Now I have 12 grams of Carlos coffee in the bottom and 6 grams of Kai's on top. This way you will experience more intense flavors coming from Carlos and added complexity coming from Kai's. Enjoy. Also, the high extraction of the multi-tamping technique allows me to roast to maximize flavor without having to worry about solubility. So for Kai's Geisha, to highlight the floral notes, I use a short development time of 1 minute and 30 seconds. Enjoy. Then, for Carlos coffee, to highlight the rich fruit notes, I started with less heat on the drum and extending development for 1 minute and 50 seconds. Also, for my milkers, I am applying the same strategy as my coffee by creating a blend. Enjoy. Thank you. This is 80% of fresh distilled milk with a 20% of caramelized coconut milk that I made by heating the milk until it was deeply caramelized. With this blend, I add a new layer of complexity to my milkers. And combined with my layer espresso, you will experience new flavors between Kai's and Carlos coffee. Enjoy. I'll be back with you. Okay, shall we continue? Now, the next piece to your right, it is me. And you're gonna place it here on your boards. This way. Thank you. Now, with Kai, Carlos, and me now in place, all the pieces come together. Our combined efforts create something new, represented in front of you as a triangle, not seen before, but only seen as each piece came together. And I want to represent this concept in my signature drink. Today, you have experienced flavors that were only possible with the combination of Kai's and Carlos coffee. So today, I'm using only Kai's Geisha, and I will use my knowledge in Mexican coffee to add ingredients that represent Carlos' flavor profile and create a drink that is greater than the sum of its parts. So my first ingredient is terpenes. Now, terpenes are a chemical compound that gives a plant their signature aroma. I chose terpenes because when different types are intentionally mixed together, they create new flavor experiences, just like my coffee today. This is a combination of mycelium and pinene, which when combined gives the aroma of pineapple. We represent the tropical flavors of Carlos coffee, and combined with the botanical notes of Kai's Geisha will give us a new note of tropical hops. So I added 0.1 gram of each terpene to 100 grams of water and then blend it for 10 minutes until I emulsify it, and I'm adding 15 grams. Then my next ingredient is one of my favorite flavors from Mexico, vanilla. I made a vanilla caramel by cooking 100 grams of coconut sugar until it caramelized, and then added 4 grams of Mexican vanilla bean and strained it, and I will add 30 grams. Now I chose vanilla because it is a classic note in geishas from Carlos region in Veracruz, and also it will combine perfectly with the floral notes of Kai's Geisha because vanilla is a member of the orchid family. And this ingredient will give us a new note of toasted marshmallow. Finally, I will chill the drink in ice to open the flavors, and while we wait, tasting notes. You will find orange cream soda, then tropical hops, toasted marshmallow, and a long marshmallow aftertaste. Judges, the only instruction that I have is that please wait until I have called time to drink. Now, with Kai's Geisha, thank you, Carlos' flavor profile, and my expertise, we have an entirely new coffee experience. But there is one more missing piece. Oh, sorry. This piece, it is all of you. So, as you look in the mirror, it is a reflection of your contribution to this industry. Each one of us individual, but we come together to form a bigger picture. Judges, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Kai, Carlos, you, me, and everyone here are the representation of how working together propels us to continue exploring new limits and push the boundaries of coffee quality. Enjoy time.
And thank you very much. Put your hands together for Jenny.